Hello and welcome back to the channel, welcome back to the RDA. This is United versus Leeds match reaction, in which I would say was what a game for football. I think that's why we all love the sport. I think that's why we all love this game. If you're a neutral, I could imagine, well, it depends, I guess, who you support, because you'd want United to lose if you're a rival. But I think if you're a neutral, like I say, that was prime football. It reminded me of the Barclays Day. I was just telling Malo tonight. It reminded me of the Barclays Day as a kid watching football, and that's what we've got. The weather was bad, the lots of goals. Some rough tackles here and there. I like it. Yeah, I liked it. I really did like the game. I think again with the United players' performance, happy with some of them. Some of them are a bit shaky still. It's not perfect. Mustn't get too excited. Let's remember we did beat a very weak Leeds. But I'm happy. I'm happy. So do smash a like, do subscribe. Mr. Mloto, what are your thoughts on that game?
And I'll have to agree. I think it was a very entertaining game of football. I was watching with the family and everyone was screaming. And it was just very entertaining to watch. And end-to-end stuff. That's what we love in football. The corner flag wanted to fly off. All the good stuff. And from a United point of view, glory by United. Honestly, I'm very hyped with this performance. And I know we're not pulling out trees, we're not winning the Premier League, but I think what we saw today, at most, it was a step in the right direction, because we almost united it up. That's what we almost did today. We almost messed it up like we always do,
And 24 seconds is all it took to all vanish and disappear. 24 seconds it took for Leeds to come back.
Imagine. But the start of the game was rough. Leeds was dominating. You saw they came out with the point to prove, and ultimately they're a really good footballing team, and we struggle against a team like this. And they were controlling the game for the first, say, 15 minutes. They had the ball possession, they were creating chances left, right, and center. But we weathered the storm. For me, that was the first positive thing. Because sometimes you will face teams that have more of the ball. Sometimes you'll be under the cosh. Maybe we shouldn't be under Leeds, but we did weather the storm. And then we grew into it. We got better, we scored. And then second half comes and we do the thing that we seem to keep doing week in, week out.
Switch off. Yeah.
I just don't understand, but we'll get there. The first goal, they got lucky, but that's football.
Yeah, the first goal was ridiculous, but yeah.
That was a low blow. And then the second goal, we should have never allowed to happen. We switched off. What Ralph has been complaining about. When we're on the back foot, we just seem to switch off. We seem to lose shape, and we concede a goal. Daniel James assists. Good for him. Against his former team. But what I did like is that as much as we were under the cosh a little, and there was a good 5 minutes it looked like Leeds might get the third goal, we did recover. We did get the shape again. And then we did go on to put on a really good performance. Bruno 10 out of 10, Sancho 10 out of 10, and I just really loved our reaction from becoming 2-2. So I'm really happy with this performance, and obviously big step in the top 4 race.
Yeah, I think we had to win the game, and like I said, at second half when it started, I was like, oh my god, no ways they're gonna choke it like this. No ways. It took them 24 seconds to choke this, But yeah, we got there in the end. We did get there in the end. I think there was a good display for the Premier League. I think that's how you watch the Premier League, isn't it, for a game like that? But yeah, we'll discuss more about the game as we do the player ratings naturally. So let's get straight into it, because I think player ratings are going to be very, very interesting today after a while. Starting off with Mr. David. He made good saves today, innit? He did make good saves today. His distribution has never been good, and the conditions today made it even worse. And then that first goal he conceded, yeah, I can't give you a good rating when you allow a goal like that to go in. I couldn't be taken seriously, and I was a bit disappointed from that goal. But other than that, it was okay, I guess. Nothing too bad. It is David. He deserves to have a day off. To be fair to him, he does deserve to have some leeway. So I'll give him a 5.
Could we not put that goal down to a freak of nature?
No, I don't care who it is. I want you to say that. No, if I was manager and my team conceded a goal like that, I'd be hella disappointed.
Players do concede goals like this, and he was crossing. I don't want no Leeds fans, no other Leeds fans.
No, it was a cross. There might have been some wind, but still, it's shocking. I don't. It's disappointing when you concede like that. So I can't.
I don't know. I'm gonna go easy on Tabac here, considering he won goalkeeper of the month not too long ago, and I've heard a lot of keepers have done that in a very long time.
Not a good
And
thing.
in general, even in this game, he he did pretty well. You know, some decent saves. You know, and I just think he was unlucky with that one. So I'm gonna go. But 2 goals. I'll go 6.
6 for Mr. David. Listen, like I said, I just don't like if it was my team, my goalkeeper letting a goal like that, I'll be fuming. I'd be fuming. Even if I was the captain of the team, I'd be fuming. I'd be like, oh my god. I understand those goals happen, but why?
Yeah.
Why? Dude, like, come on. You know, so.
Yeah, I think there's time to fume, and then there's sometimes you just say, you know what, he's a good goalkeeper. He's just unlucky.
I'm not blaming that. Like this, Day is allowed to have a game in this. I'm not like it's fine. It's fine.
Yeah.
He's allowed 1 game off. So
Yeah.
got no big problem about it. But anyways, Luke Shaw, again, I feel like it's 50-50. This guy falls asleep back post too many times. It looked like he was trying to give it his all today, but the lapse of concentration has been ridiculous. I think going forward, again, he was all right. Defensively, I thought he wasn't really there at all. So I'm gonna give Luke Shaw also a 5. You know. Nothing really special from Luke Shaw.
Yeah, I know.
He was at fault for the second goal as well.
Yeah, I think the effort was there today with Luke Shaw, but there wasn't any of the quality really. You know, a lot of misplaced passes as well.
Got an assist
Defensively
from
as
a
well.
corner. Yes.
Oh, okay. Was it him?
Yeah, he took the corner.
Okay. The fact that it's our first assist, our first goal from a corner, I think that automatically gets him a 6. I think I just have to end there. Just have to end there.
Victor! Who's Varane? There's an answer. Yeah, Victor was playing like Varane today. Can't even lie, it was Champions League Victor Lindelof today. Amazing! This guy, put him in the midfield. The way he was driving out today, the way he was passing the ball, ridiculous. If you stuck him at CDM instead of Scott McTominay, I don't think it would be any bad, to be honest with you. In that way, you know, it's always been a fan theory. But then you have Varane playing anyways. You have Maguire playing. Let's be honest, Rolf is not gonna drop Maguire for Victor Lindelof and Varane is finally back into the first team. He won't do that. So you know, and what I've seen from Victor today, amazing, crucial part to our goals when he's driving forward. You know, he hooked up the Sancho one where he crossed it to Bruno. It just doesn't happen without Victor Lindelof. I thought he was amazing today. And you know, I don't really do this when a team concedes 2 goals, and I don't really think he could have done much. But he also stopped the ball. Constantly, corners he was getting it out. Shots he was blocking, amazing. I thought Victor Lindelof stood out at centre back today for me. So I'm going to give Victor Lindelof a 7.
And I'm sure Maguire to do it because Maguire loves to drive with the ball. You know, I don't know who he thinks he is. You know, but and then it doesn't really end to anything. But he did pretty well today. And defensively, as you say, I thought there were some really good tackles. You know, he just looked together today. And you know, but your team, you know, second goal in 6s and 7s. I don't know. Maybe I'm being too harsh on him, but I do think he had a good game, and I'm gonna go 6.5.
You know. Then we get Barry. Oh, you know, the English media. Barry, he's gonna love this. He's like, the whole week I've been getting slated, captaincy things, and then he scores a goal and he's like, shush. He does the knee slide, brings it back to the Leeds fans. You know, it's typical. It's just fucking typical at this football club. I even put out a tweet. Does this mean Harry Maguire's the best centre back ever? Now, you know, as a joke. But we know how it is with Harry. Good goal today. It only took him 169 corners. You know, it only took him that long to get one. So, to me, you did your job. You did your job today. I'm gonna give you a 6.
He scored, and I'm happy for him, but he was milking it. Man milked. He was like, yeah, I'm the captain. This is my team. Bloody hell. Like, even after Ilando scored, he was just there.
Yeah, there, the fans. I know, you know how it is with this United players.
But like, I'm happy for him, you know. I mean, he scored the corner that we haven't scored this whole season, you know. As much as defensively, yeah, there were some sus moments, but overall, I didn't get a decent performance today, you know. I can't slate him when getting the goal first. So, now I'm giving him less than Victor.
Yeah, for me, 100% less than Victor, 100%.
You know what? We have to be realistic, you know. This is how it is. 6. People might hit on us for 6.
Like, just because you scored. No. Only Ronaldo gets special treatment here, okay? So, yeah, Maguire 6.
Maybe there's some bias, but then we've gone to that point because he has so many bad performances.
Will I drop him next week? Yes. Just as simple as that. I would still drop him. I've seen more than enough to drop him. So it is what it is. It does. If anything, this game is get people for like Scots, for like Freds, for Maguires. This is their type of game because they always like to show up against Leeds. That's just how it is. But the irony is Scott McTominay was shocking today. Yeah, lucky boy, very very lucky boy. Would have sent him off long ago, long ago. Tackling so bad, position awareness so bad, tackling horrific, passing horrific. He doesn't do anything good. He literally doesn't do anything good. And today was a game where he was supposed to shine. So I'm not having it from Scott. Very lucky to be on the field. I give Scott a 4. I think he's one of our worst players today on the field, 100%.
Yeah, Scott is just not good enough. I think it's very evident because he's had his moments, but he's just not good enough. It's like in front of him, the two players are like Bayern level, if you like, and behind it's like a Stoke player just put right there. That's what it feels like, honestly, because he can't tackle. You think this is his game because it was very end to end, but then he wasn't really driving as much as we've seen in other games, and I just thought he was bang average today. So, ish 4. But what did he do though?
What did he do?
I'll agree with your 4.
Yeah. As for this man, give him £1 million a week, give him £2 million a week, couldn't care. Make sure he stays at this fucking football club because he is a level beyond anyone. Even Bruno got an assist and a goal today. But when you watch Paul Pogba boss the midfield, you just like, that's why he's Paul Pogba. That's why he's so highly rated. Because what Pogba does today, I don't see any other fucking midfielder in my life do that. It is ridiculous how Paul Pogba can boss a midfield when he's in form like this, and he has been in form like this. That's why he's one of my favorite players. I said this is like a once in a generation player. To have his physicality, his height, the way he's just built, still be so skillful, the football IQ, he's got it all. And I would have never taken him off, and fair play to Ralph, the substitution, it did work in the end, but I would have never taken him off. He was running for my man of the match today, to be honest with you. And I think just because he got taken off and he wouldn't play the whole game, I'll just knock his rating down 1 than what I was supposed to give him. But for me, if he didn't go off, you'd probably take I would give him man of the match. But I'm gonna give Paul Pogba still a 7. He is on a level above anyone at the moment. Maybe Sancho is on that level, but he's ridiculous. Paul Pogba is absolutely ridiculous.
Paul Pogba is world class. I'm not having it anymore. Show me consistency. I don't care. Paul Pogba is world class. Like as you say, there's just a stature for Paul Pogba. That the things he can do with ease, no other player can do.
Ease today, light work today for him.
Yeah, and look, we've saying this on before. I'm just hoping this is the manager that can get the consistency out of him. And what I'm noticing on the Ralph, yes, it has just been a couple of games with Paul Pogba playing, but he does give him more freedom to just attack, not worry about the defensive stuff, And yeah, he's just good at it. He's just brilliant at it, honestly. And he just looked at home today, And hopefully he does stay and show more performances like that.
Yeah,
but it doesn't promise me.
We can only hope.
But yeah, I'm gonna do one better. I'm gonna go 8. I think he deserves it.
I honestly, Paul Pogba,
He should have gotten an assist.
He should have.
With the Ronaldo one.
With the Ronaldo one, 100% should have got an assist. It was a bit
He
behind him,
finished
but
that play.
yeah, he finished the whole team today. The whole Leeds team. Pogba finished them today. He ran that midfield, one man, It's unreal. Paul Pogba is unreal. Bruno got a goal and an assist today, but I would still think Paul Pogba had a better overall game than Bruno Fernandes. That's just how it is. Because Bruno is good at that, And we need him to do that. We want Bruno to get the assists. We want him to get the goals. But Bruno can't do what fucking Paul Pogba just did there, It's just ridiculous how he does it. So, Bruno Fernandes, though, classic Bruno. Classic Bruno goal. And classic Bruno game, The goal, it's what he does. I think he got an assist. Class assist, by the way. Wow. What an assist. What an assist from Bruno Fernandes. And, again, could be arguably one of the man of the match contenders. So, happy days from Bruno. That's the Bruno we know and love. That's why I say I would never replace my midfield 2. Attacking midfield 2 between Paul Pogba and Bruno Fernandes. Never. No. You can give me anyone you want and I won't replace them. Because they're unreal. They're unreal footballers. So I give Bruno an 8.
He was back. He was turning back he was turning back time. He was back in the last season today. He was brilliant today. He was so good that for the second assist, my cousin was even posting like, you know what? I support City, but like, Bruno, you know, and he was just amazing today. And yes, maybe he's not aesthetically pleasing like Pogba,
Yeah, it's
but he's
definitely.
still,
I think that's the only issue. It's not aesthetically pleasing like Paul Pogba.
but he's still a brilliant player. You know, a goal, assist. You know, yeah. Okay, let me not go. Let me not go there. But brilliant today, and I want to give him a 10. Why not? 10 out of 10. Not man of the match, but 10 out of 10.
Okay. It's really interesting. You know, we have a few players left, and for me, there can only be one. I tell you what, boys, our new player of the month, probably even, I would argue, probably Premier League player of the month, is Jadon Sancho. He is fucking cooking. Oh, he's cooking.
Right.
Sancho is cooking. He's finishing teams, he's finishing players, he's getting assists, he's getting goals. I tell you what, Dortmund, 74 million, that was a steal. That was a steal. We have a real winger. He's our only real winger. And now we need like a Rafinha with Sancho, you know, because they clearly showed today what proper wingers are. Marcus Rashford will never be like this. He will just never be like this. Sancho is ridiculous. It's on another level. It's almost like it's like when you watch someone when Martial's in good form and you stick Martial on the wing. He can do this, but Sancho can do it on like a regular basis. He showed it.
Yeah.
When you play him consistently, Sancho can do it day in, day out. And Sancho, he's hit the form when we need it at the most, and I think he's probably our most informed player. And he's only getting better and better, and it's scary. He could have had 3 assists today. I believe he got 2 assists. So ridiculous, absolutely ridiculous from Jadon Sancho. My man of the match without a doubt. Defensively, he's not slacking. He's there defensively. So yeah, flawless from Sancho. I give him a 10. Man of the match.
That's not saucy. This man is saucy. He's finishing players and he's still getting the assists, you know. And like for me, it was the first one, you know, where he just chipped it and weighted the ball. I was like, that's why you play.
It's almost like we had a FIFA controller in our hands and we're like, okay, just watch this.
Rashford would never.
No, Rashford's shooting from there. He's shooting from there. Putting in Rosette out the stadium, Rashford's shooting from there.
Yeah. And like as you see with Ilanga scored, good for him, but he should have scored that first chance. And Sancho would have 2 assists, you know. And he deserved them. Today he was amazing. He was making everything work. And for me, he has to be man of the match. 10 out of 10.
Yeah. Unreal. The definition of a baller, I think. Jadon Sancho. Cristiano Ronaldo, he had one very good chance. Should have scored it. Right? I think Ronaldo would have told you probably should have scored it. You would probably actually tell you it was a bit behind him. But it is what it is. I still think he should have scored it. I would have loved to have that chance in a football game. And then after that, 2-0. Oh, what do we do for Ronaldo? Nothing. We're doing nothing else for Ronaldo. Playing striker for United is depressing. And I'm not using that just to defend Ronaldo. We've seen it with Martial, we've seen it with anyone, you know. Unless you Cavani and run around like a headless chicken, then we don't really get noticed at striker for Manchester United. And I think with Ronaldo now, I put out a tweet, I said, you know what? He's 37. For the first time ever, he looks like he's getting 37, you know. He's not going to do what we all knew Ronaldo used to do, you know. It's not prime Ronaldo. And he will have those moments, for sure. And I will support him till the very end. I don't care. I couldn't care less. He could score own goals, and I'd be giving Ronaldo 10 out of 10. But yeah, I think it's just, you know, what's going to happen. Age is going to happen. He's not going to be prime Cristiano. But I don't really think he was bad today. He's obviously we're going to say he's bad because it's Cristiano Ronaldo, and, you know, he'll tell you himself that he probably thought he was bad himself. But that's just how it is. So a realistic situation, I give Ronaldo like a 6. But obviously I'm going to give him a 10. So yeah, it is what it is.
Look, I disagree. Maybe I am naive, but I think prime Ronaldo is still in. I honestly think that. I think he still has in his tank, and maybe I just don't think the equation is working perfectly at Manchester United.
It's not built for Ronaldo, the team. That's for sure. It's not built for him.
And that's something we need to fix, honestly. And of course, having another Sancho on the other side can help with that. But at the same time, it's honest. We can't give excuses for him because there was the last game where he did score, and you can see
that's
the
what
fact
I'm saying.
that
I think he'll still have those games, and I'm not putting it past Ronaldo. You know, I just think that when we have games like this, we must just overreact. You know, because he can only go on for so long. You know, and I'm Ronaldo's biggest fan, and he can only keep going for however long we can do it. And as long as he's here, I'll be there. Viva Ronaldo every fucking week of the day.
One of the mandates for next season needs to be how do you get the best out of Cristiano Ronaldo? And I think he can still score the crazy amount of goals, you know.
I think he can score.
And,
You
yeah,
put him
we'll
in,
just
I
wait and
think you
see.
put him in City's team as top goal scorer. Easy.
Yeah. I think this guy could be a finishing. Well, he is a finishing machine. What I was saying could be, you know.
He is a
We know
finishing
what numbers he can produce, you know. So yeah, today it wasn't amazing. Of course, if he's not getting much clear cut chances, then because, as you say, maybe age or maybe the striker he does seem like he's non-existent at times, you know. And it's arguable that chance. Should he have scored it? Was it behind him? I don't know. It's up to you.
Good save
But
as well.
yeah, today I'll give him a 6.
I'm not writing that. But yeah, no, like I honestly do think, like if Ronaldo's at City, I think he'll 100% be top goal scorer, because City doesn't just create one clear cut chance. No, they fucking create clear cut chance after clear cut chance after clear cut chance, and Ronaldo would put them away. That's why City wanted Ronaldo. You know, they knew if you get Ronaldo, light work, everything, all the trophies, he's the final piece of the puzzle. Whereas United, the puzzle is all over the place. So you know, he's definitely not gonna fix anything for one man. You know, he's not in that, you know, state in his career where he can do it or where he used to do it. You know, so.
And like at the end of the day, the reality is the Premier League is not Serie A. So to be in the Premier League and to be at this club, it's just double trouble, honestly.
And I don't think that. I think in the Premier League is like 4th top goal scorer or something. So
It's not bad.
it's not like
bad,
it's bad for Ronaldo, but you know, it's like it's okay still. What other 37-year-olds doing this? So yeah.
And plus, he's gonna charge people on Wednesday, so I don't know why we're even going far. You know.
I don't know. I'll keep quiet. I'll keep quiet because Champions League. I'm just gonna hope, pray. But yeah. Anyways, then your boy. This is exactly the fucking game why I don't want Jesse Lingard. Does nothing. What did he do? What did he do today? I don't. We are cursed. Yeah, it's better than Rashford. It's better than Rashford. I'll give you that. But it's not hard to be better than Rashford. He still does nothing. He still does nothing. I didn't see him pass. I didn't see him dribble. I didn't see him create. I didn't see him defend. I didn't know he was on the pitch. So Jesse, you know what? I'm just gonna give you for appearing. I'll give you a 5. You know, that's all I can do. It's a 5 for making an appearance.
Yeah, no, look, for the first 10, in the first half, there was some like linking up here and there, but overall, you know what? Let's just ship him and Rashford. I admit
I
defeat.
think so. I can't.
Let's
I
just
need a
ship it
winger.
together.
Now that Sancho showed me what a winger looks like, I'm like, I want a winger. I need a real winger, you know. So I don't care. These inverted wingers of the modern age, they can relax. Screw these inverted wingers. Nah. Give me proper wingers. Give me the Rafinhas. Yeah. I need proper wingers. They can't be asked with these guys. So you know. So yeah. So but it's your boy. And it's your boy.
Yeah, no, I agree with the 5. He didn't do anything today.
And then the arguable substitution. Would I have made the substitution? Never in a million years.
It's church. It took you to church.
I did. It took everyone. Let's be honest. You wouldn't have made that sub. Nobody would have made that sub. Nobody would have brought Fred on. And if we did bring Fred on, it was never going to be for Pogba. I would have never brought it on for Pogba. So
if it didn't work, oh my god.
Yeah, exactly. This is the way you live and you die by the sword as a manager.
Yeah.
But today, he lives. Ralph, he's shining. He's shining. Trust me, Ralph is shining today. So past the Fred, he comes on. What does he do? Fucking puts it top corner near post as the first touch. And then what does he do after that? He starts dribbling the whole Leeds midfield. I'm like, what's going on here? You know. So Fred, he had a good game. Won us the game, powerful. So yeah, I'm gonna give Fred a 7. Past the Fred. Yeah, he took us to church today. He did.
He smashed it, you know. Just hit it hard and made it. In the right place. You know, but no, we have to give credit where it's due. You know, yes, in the midfield it was still a giant hole at time to time when him and Scott were together. But you know, he scored the goal that got things going, really. You know, so I'm happy for him. And you know what? Ever since Ralph came, he has been.
I was about to say, I think ever since Ralph came, Fred has been better.
Yeah, he's had more consistent, you know, and it's probably because Ralph probably gives him the freedom to attack. You know, from time to time, you know. I think Ola would give it to maybe McTominay from time to time, but I think it looks like Ralph just gives them both the freedom time. Ralph's that manager. It's like we're losing or we're not winning. There's 20 minutes to go. Just
everyone goes.
Just go for it, you know. And that's great, you know. So I'm happy for Fred, and I'll give him a 7 as well.
Yes, pasta. Yes. Alfred, he went to church. I know, because it's Sunday today as well, so I expected this from Fred, you know, nothing new. Ilanga, it's a mixed bag because for some reason, I find myself in this trap. I love Ilanga. I really did like Ilanga when I first seen him. And then obviously the FA Cup thing happened, and now I'm really questioning, as United fans, because us United fans have a tendency to get very excited very quickly over small things, and I'm like, is Ilanga really going to be that good? Is he this? Is he that? Then he missed that first set today, and I was like, oh my god, this is happening again. It's happening again, and then he scores. And then I just think you just gotta take it slowly with Ilanga, innit? You're just gonna take it slowly. I definitely don't think he's anywhere like where we've seen like Ahmad, or even maybe Hannibal, or even Mason Greenwood. I just don't think he's that good. It was clear with the other players that they really could be that good. I don't think Ilanga is that good, but at the moment, like I said, Ilanga is the only player who probably listens to Ralph. This is probably the only player who's like, I'll understand and I'll do everything Ralph says. And then he gets rewarded a goal. Good goal. Harder than the first one he got somehow. But he's young. It's going to happen, so I'll give Ilanga a 7 as well.
Yeah, no. When Jesse does it, we can go mad. When Rashi does it, we can go mad. But the guy's young, And these things happen with young players, They will just miscalculate. They won't be as clinical, But then he redeemed himself. Yes, Bruno made it extremely easy for him.
He made it proper easy.
But then, he redeemed himself, And 7, he scored. I guess he deserves a 7, Why not?
Hey, Mr. Ralph. Yeah, you lucky love today. Yeah, I would have had you today if it didn't work out. I was gonna end you. Yeah, if that second half came out and if those 24 seconds ended the game, I was gonna be fuming. I was fuming anyways. And then the subs came and I see Pogba off for Fred, and I was like, you better pray to whatever God you believe in, Ralph, that this works today. Because if it doesn't, I'm gonna have you so badly on the match reaction. But clearly, whoever Ralph prays to, they hooked him up today. And even Fred, I know Fred is a religious man, so they hooked him up today. So Ralph, he made the subs that nobody ever would make. He went for the game. He won the game. And as a manager, that's where you get your paycheck. So no complaints. I give you a 7.
Yeah. Look, I know we conceded 2 goals, but we're conceding less goals now. Overall, we're conceding less goals. We scored a goal from a corner.
It's gonna go.
And forever. We look more organized on the pitch. I don't think anyone can deny that. We look more like a team. Not perfect, but we look more like a team. Another point. Substitutions. We cried about Ole into the substitutions. He did it at the right time. Both of them came on and scored. And finally, man goes for the game. He goes for the game.
And went on the pitch as well when it was heating up. And there was like that fight. Remember, Rob ran all the quick cross into the field. I was dying.
Yeah. I don't know. I think he's doing a good job. I honestly think he's doing a good job. I think today it was a good game today. And I'm going to give him a 10. Honestly, I thought Ralph had a good game today. I don't see what he did wrong.
Again, I can see Ollie has made us so sad that today we're hyping up Ralph for doing his job. So it's a bit sad, but I respect it. I respect it. I understand. As United fans, we are desperate for anything, just a little taste. Just like that Palace game. I'll never forget the Palace game.
Bruv. Ralph's at the wheel. Pull out the contract.
No. Ralph, in my head, Ralph is the manager till the end of the season, and then I'm not ready. The only way I would give Ralph a contract is if he somehow shithouses his way to Champions League. Yeah, exactly. Big ears, and it brings big ears home. That's the only way I'll shithouse and be like. That's when you be like, bring out the contract, write down whatever he wants, give it to him. I can't care because to win the Champions League somehow is going to be ridiculous. Yeah. But there's no chance of that happening. So I'm mentally prepared to let Ralph go when the time comes. And if he does get given an extra year, I don't think that's the right decision personally. I still don't think that's the right decision. I'd rather still have a Eric Ten Hag come in or something. Because I do believe Ralph's best thing is not as a manager, is to go upstairs and actually get listened to. So, I'd rather have him there. But anyways, what a good game. I think it was a good game.
He was also just before we leave from Ralph, he was also milking it at the end there.
That is also, milking it. I think all of a sudden, in his press conference, he said... Yeah, exactly. I was going to say, I think in the press conference, he came out and said he didn't know this was a rivalry. until like a week before this game. I think after today, he was like, okay,
I know.
I want proper. He was like, yeah, Ralph was probably like, that's proper. Because we remember, we got tough games coming up now. This was the start of what, this is a small rivalry to get Ralph a little bit taste. Because when we play City, or when we play Liverpool very soon, or the Arsenals and the Chelseas, oh, it's going to go down. So hopefully we have a manager now who can do something special. Let's just hope. So, but anyways, big game. Oh, I dread this game. Because this is the only thing that really means something to me for the rest of the top four. I couldn't be asked. I honestly couldn't be asked the top four. As long as we're in the Champions League, I will cry. I will do it to myself. I will give myself the 0% chance of hope. That makes no sense, but I'll give it to myself.
Why? Why not? Let's be optimistic.
No, why not? Why not? Ronaldo, the
competition.
fantasy. I'm gonna pretend. I want to forget everything. Forget all the problems. How shit we are.
Yeah.
I will not be caught slacking in the Champions League because it really means a lot to me. It's my favorite competition. And Wednesday we take on Atletico Madrid, who are shite, and we are also shite. So let's see what happens. It's gonna be an interesting game. Obviously, we have the preview and everything coming out for you guys very soon on Monday. So tune in for that. But yeah, Mr. Malota, actually, you're not gonna be on that show, isn't it? Because you can only do the match reactions for now. So is there anything you want to say now? Because you won't be able to make the preview.
Watch Ronaldo. Just watch Ronaldo, guys. Ronaldo's gonna do the thing. Gonna take us home. Win us the Champions League. Win the Ballon d'Or. It's written in the stars. I can see it.
I don't know. I think Salah might have something to say about that, depending on what he wins at the end of the season. But yeah, let's see. I would love it. I would love it. I'll be shamed. Like I said, I'll be shameless. Yeah, I'll be shameless. So let's just see what happens. But anyways, if you are new to subscribe, to smash a like. Let us know who your man of the match was, or what you thought of the team's performance. And we shall see you very soon tomorrow. Goodbye.